Okay, so we're well into the new year, right? Well, if you're anything like me, you've probably got a long list of resolutions that, quite frankly, we might have already given up on by now. And normally I'd be beating myself up over just failing to stay on task. And you know what? I would be an emotional wreck. But here's the thing. This year, I'm done with just chasing after goals. And today, things are gonna change.
I mean, take Milo here, for instance. Our morning walks, they started off as a goal to walk more, but then now it's just become something that we do. And that's what I'm looking for us this year, at least for myself, is to transform the I should do this into this is just what I do. So we've all been there, right? Setting these massive goals at the beginning of the year. I want to lose weight. I want to make more money. I want to learn a new language. Well, if that wasn't for you, definitely was for me. The simple matter of the fact is, we shouldn't be focusing about setting goals. Instead, it really should be about lasting habits. For example, let's say you have a goal to run a marathon. You train, you push, and cross that finish line, and it's incredible. But then what? For me, it's like, been there, done that, and then I'm back at square one, just ready to sit on the couch. Now, how about we tweak that scenario? Instead of just, I want to run a marathon, how about, I want to become a runner? You see the shift? It's no longer about running that one race. It's about lacing up the sneakers regularly and just getting out the door. Now, instead of it being a one-off thing, it's just a part of our everyday life. And that's the beauty of habits. They just stick around. Speaking of which, let's go, Milo.
Is it just me, or has the weather been getting just oddly warm lately? I mean, it is pretty warm, right? Now let's talk about something that's made a big difference lately, and that's writing down my goals. Wait. It's not what you think. I'm not talking about creating some kind of just wish list of things we hope to get done. Instead, what I'm looking to do here is for us to be able to craft a list with intention. And by doing so, making something that's more purpose-driven. See, at the start of every year, I sit down with this little friend of mine and I write down a list of items that I aim to achieve. And by doing so, I dive into the why. Why do I want to accomplish these goals? And what is the reason really behind it? For instance, one of my ongoing goals is to read more books. Now, instead of just saying read more books for 2024, I get specific. For instance, this year I wrote, read 10 nonfiction books by the end of 2024 to broaden my understanding of intentional living. Do you see the difference? It's no longer about the quantity behind the goal. Instead, it's about being intentional and the purpose behind it. And you know what? This small change makes a world of difference. I find that when my goals have a clear purpose, they become more than just items on a checklist. They turn into stepping stones towards the person I want to be. Alright, so I find that it's one thing to start a habit, but keeping it going, that seems to be the real challenge, right? But first, I want to point out the elephant in the room. Even the best of us struggle. I mean, it happens to me all the time. I struggled on this video. I was supposed to come out a week ago, but I had an issue when it came to my microphone. I recorded for a week and there was no audio. Apparently the battery had died and I had to accept it, process it, and just move on. But what helped me with that is the fact that I have these short and long-term milestones. I knew what I needed to get done. And I find these milestones just amazing for me because they're kind of like mini check-ins with myself. For example, if my habit is to meditate daily, I might set a short-term milestone of meditating for 10 minutes every day for a month. It's small, achievable, and it keeps me on track. And another one that's helped of late has been accountability, and really, this has been a lifesaver. And recently, I've made it a new habit to regularly check in every week with other creators. We share our progress, our hiccups, and even motivate each other when we're down. And believe me, there are many days when I'm feeling down, and it's just done wonders to have this community. And the other thing that's worked really well for me, it's been daily reflective journaling. So the past couple years I've been doing this and migrated everything over to Notion, so I am doing it digitally. But regardless of the format, it's just done wonders for me. I find that it's been like having an internal conversation with myself, which I greatly appreciate. And this has helped me understand why I might be having an off day and what I can do to improve it. Basically, I find that it's another way for me to realign myself with my why. And you know what? Sometimes I find that we just need a pivot. Maybe a habit isn't working out like I thought it would, and that's okay. We don't always have to do something, right? But that's why I find reflective journaling so important. It allows me to assess what is and isn't working and adjust accordingly. And it's moments like this that I have to ask, shouldn't we be more kind and flexible with ourselves? Now, as we're talking about habits and personal growth, let me share with you something that I've just found incredibly helpful. And yes, this is a shout out to our sponsor, Shortform. But wait. Before skipping ahead, please give me the opportunity to explain why I generally enjoy this program. I mean, I've been using Shortform over the better part of this last year, and I'll tell you what, it's really helped me to take complex ideas and just break it down into more digestible pieces of information. And Shortform isn't just any app. I find that it's like having a personal mentor in my pocket. So let me show you how it works. So here's the deal. We all have books that we want to read or revisit, right? I mean, especially at the beginning of the new year. But let's be honest, finding the time can be tough, but that's where Shortform shines. They have these in-depth one-page summaries that just get right into the heart of the book. It's perfect for a quick refresher on books that we've either read or a way to explore new ideas before reading the actual book. And what's great is that if you do want to dive deeper, they have these chapter breakdowns and interactive exercises so to have you basically engaging with the content a little deeper. And what I love is how Shortform includes insights from other experts, books, and articles to either add to the author's point or challenge it. And that way, it's like connecting dots across these different ideas, but by doing so, it broadens my overall perspective on the topic. Plus, their new AI feature is just amazing. I mean, it summarizes any article and video that you can come across online in your web browser. For instance, let's say I'm searching a new habit forming technique like the flow state. Okay, I just searched the term at Google. Let's find an article. Yeah, we're gonna do an article for this one. All right, now let's click the Shortform browser extension, and there it is. It's generated a bullet point summary of the content, provided us the context about the topic, included additional links to related articles, and it's even provided my favorite part, which is the counter argument. And then it takes us back to other Shortform related summaries, which, you know, just kind of brings it back full circle. I mean, that's pretty cool, right? I mean, that's why this new AI feature has become one of the essential tools in my research process. And so if you're curious, why not try it out? If you use my special link down in the descriptions, you'll get a 5-day free trial with unlimited access. Additionally, if you do end up liking it and going for the annual subscription, there's an additional 20% off. So for that, thank you, Shortform. Well, I hope that you're all as excited as I am about making this year a lot more meaningful and intentional, and ideally a little less chaotic, right? And here's a little heads up. We're about to launch a monthly newsletter, within this next month. So it's going to be packed with stories, tips, and just other things that I'm learning about intentional living that really, I think, has helped me, and I'm hoping that it's going to have the same impact on others. So if you're interested, keep an eye out on our social media as well as in our community post, where I'll be sure to put out the launch date announcement when we're getting near. I mean, I'm pretty excited to share this content, so be sure to be on the lookout. You won't want to miss it. And with that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.